Daniel Green has taken the food world by storm. As a presenter on Shop HQ, a judge on Food Network's Kitchen Inferno, and as an author of several books. His new book, The Paleo Diet, Food Your Body Is Designed to Eat, informs readers that healthy eating doesn't have to spoil your taste buds, but instead can offer you gourmet selections every day of the week. Daniel joined us in the Healthy Life Kitchen, where he shared his personal journey on paleo cooking and why it's important for him to share his thoughts on eating food your body is designed to eat. Well, hello everybody. Today we're here with Daniel Green in my kitchen, Patrick's Kitchen. Thanks for being here.
Pleasure. Thank you for having me. It's good to be here.
Yeah, and you're a big-time network star of Shop HQ.
Check this out.
That's right. I'm on Shop HQ, and my passion is healthy eating, which I try and share with as many people as I can.
And now, how many cookbooks do you actually have?
My 10th cookbook is on the paleo, and that's kind of the new trend of food, which is also called the caveman diet.
Yes.
I bet you've heard this before. Chefs that say fat is flavor. Well, it can be.
It can be.
But it doesn't need to be.
No.
My first time to Thailand, I suddenly realized that the flavors are incredible. And I was on this mission of fat-free. And I suddenly realized that something like a Thai curry paste has got lemongrass and chili and coriander and flavors. They don't have any fat, but wow, is it full of flavors.
Blows your mind.
Yeah, and I don't believe that statement. I think you can really work hard at it and make food interesting. I think most people that do a healthy lifestyle of food, they kind of blow it all away and say, you know what, you've got to have fat, and if not, it's got to be bland. This is one of my favorite to make. Now, it's a Thai chicken curry. When people hear that, they think, I've got to have loads of ingredients. You really don't. I mean, we've got a few. The Thai chili paste, this is a Thai red chili paste. It's done for you. I mean, there's very little else. I've got some spinach, I've got some chicken, some lime leaves, some fresh cilantro, red onion. Now, here is a coconut milk, and it's a low-fat coconut milk. Still has some saturated fat. You can use a fat-free half and half and make it completely fat-free. So it depends what level you're at. But I promise you, this is healthy stuff, and it tastes great. So I'm just going to take a red onion. I want to just give it a little bit of a slice. I'm going to heat a pan, and red onions just got like a wonderful caramelization once you start cooking them. They've got a sweetness that comes out. And the whole beauty of Thai food, Thai cuisine is all about sweet, salty, savory. It's a balance of every kind of flavor, and spicy. So it really uses everything.
So what are we going to do now?
I'm just going to throw this in a non-stick pan.
Okay.
Always invest in a really good non-stick pan. And the other thing you can do is just add a tiny bit of oil at a time, but just don't try to use too much. But if you're cooking something like salmon, you don't need any oil whatsoever.
Right. You just got to make sure that it lifts off before you turn it.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good point. Now I'm just going to cut up some chicken.
Okay.
And you know, all the fat is going to be in the skin. So that's why
We've removed that.
we removed it. And that's why, again, we're going to make this a much healthier version. Now, of course, you can add the skin, but you just don't need it. But it's just trying to come up with all those little tricks and all those ways to know how to prepare food. It makes huge differences to everyday life when you do make those changes.
Looking good.
So that's all going there. What I'd like to do now is I want to throw in some real flavor. These are lime leaves. And this is the kaffir lime leaf. So it's not the lime that we actually eat. It's got a real bitterness if you have the lime. You just got to use the leaf. And I'm going to make some ribbons, just rolling it up like a little cigar. And that's going to go in there, and it's going to give, just.
And it releases the flavor.
Lemony, and it's just beautiful. I mean, that makes the curry.
It looks gorgeous.
And then what I want to do is add in some of this Thai curry paste. Now that Thai curry paste is just out of a jar. You don't want to make your own. You don't even want to think about going to that bother, because it's ingredients that you'd have to have a ton of. Just put that in there, but make it a little bit spicy if you want.
Okay.
And then we add the key ingredient that's going to pull this together. It's the coconut milk. Oh my goodness. Now that is amazing in flavor.
It just released all the lime into the air.
It's beautiful. Then what I'm going to do is just throw in some fresh spinach. I actually don't like doing this with eggplant, but I think that's again where I was going, is let this be your signature. Let you develop something that you love. So if you do this with eggplant, you do it with zucchini, it becomes your dish. And then the last thing I want to do is just take some fresh cilantro, and I think this is key. And I don't want to put this in while it's cooking, because I don't really want this to wilt down. I just want it to be an extra freshness. Just going to give it a rough chop. And that I'm just going to throw into the dish.
Wonderful.
As we're almost ready to serve.
We'll start getting this out of the way, and we'll be right back, and we'll plate the dish and taste it. Well, Daniel, it looks like it's almost ready, huh?
It is, absolutely perfect. Just cooked through. Now, the only thing is missing is a bowl of jasmine rice. You're not allowed rice on the paleo, but it doesn't matter, because I promise you, you are not gonna miss a thing. When you try this, I think you're gonna think, who cares about the rice? Who cares about it? It tastes so good on its own. It's fresh, it's got flavor, and I think that will make anyone the ability to cook something they never thought they could, and actually going to benefit for the health as well.
Yeah, and it's a bit exotic. So I guess this is a time when we get to taste a little bit of this. I want to get a little of all the componentry here. Wow. Wow. So low in fat, but yet it tastes like all the flavor.
Flavor. I mean, that's the thing. Fat doesn't have to be flavor.
This is wonderful. Now, this is your first paleo cookbook, right?
It is, yeah.
Okay, so what are your other cookbooks all about?
They've always had a theme of something healthy, but they've always been quick. I mean, these aren't long recipes. As I said, I never wanted to be that Michelin star chef. I want mum and dad, I want kids, I want people to be able to make these dishes at home and think, actually, well, I really enjoyed that, and I'm not compromising.
I love it. Well, you know, thanks so much, by the way, for being here with us.
Thank you so much, I appreciate it.
The folks have got to get involved in this style of cooking because, especially if there's any challenge with your weight, you can do this. It's not a diet, it's easy. You actually still look forward to eating the meal.
I hope so, that's the point.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. If it tastes like this, are you kidding me? So you guys, thank you so much for being here, and until next time, just remember to enjoy.